Welcome to the party, pal. The neighborhood master guest here. Good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. We're talking about Scream 6's early reviews. Are they good? We'll find out. And also, towards the end of this, you and I will discuss why physical media is important. And of course, we're going to be taking a look at the box office more in detail on Creed 3 itself and Creed 3's box office. Was it a flop? Was it a win? Well, we'll find out together, as well as a couple of other things. There's a flash sale that just popped up from Severin Films. There's a couple of physical media items that are low in stock, and if you want to get your hands on them, then you better be watching, because I'm going to let you in on a lot of other stuff that you may want to add to your collection to not only complete your collection, but complete yourself. I am your humble host. Thank you for joining me. I love you very much. Let's have some fun.
I love movies.
I love movies. You love movies. We all love movies. I hope you have a nice cup of coffee next to you, or whatever beverage of your choice should be. I hope you're enjoying it. Let's get to it. We have a lot to cover, as always, here on Coffee with Chaos, your favorite morning movie news show. Like I said, movie news, physical media news, a whole bunch of everything. We're going to be talking Tom Sizemore. And, by the way, it's Mailday Monday. So we've got a package from Vinegar Syndrome that I will be opening for you in just a little bit. Let me check in with the chat real quick. By the way, there's a poll if you're watching live. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. I promise you I'm going to earn it. As a matter of fact, be a part of the 100 Club. Do something to help the channel. It's your ticket to the show. Helps the video. Give me a thumbs up right now. Be a part of the 100 Club. Lots of you have been joining the 100 Club, and I'm so honored and thankful that you guys support the channel like that. It means the world to me. So thank you so much for doing that. Do smash the like. If you're new here, do consider subscribing. Hey, I'm going to earn your subscription. I promise to give you all the info that you need to know going forward, talking about movies. Movies. That's all that we talk about here. So if you love movies, join the party, pal. I don't want you to be a stranger, so I hope you'll hang out and join us going forward. My goal to get to 2,000 subscribers by April 26th, my birthday, is within striking distance. We are, well, the last time I checked, about 5 people away from 1,500. So we have to get 500 new party people in about a little over a month. It's an impossible task, but with your help, maybe we can make it happen. Spread the word, all that good stuff. I won't take up too much of your time with all that stuff. I just want to do that at the top of the show. Also, here's a hint. I have a major announcement for a new show that I'm doing that I think a lot of you are going to enjoy, and I'll be talking about that a little later. So stay tuned for that, because, oh man, a lot of you have been asking about this, and I'm going to make it happen. Captain Robbie Wilson, what is up? He's very excited for Scream 6. Yeah, it is a shame about Neve Campbell, and we'll see how that affects the movies. Exploitation has just catching up with Creed. Watched the first one the other day and dug it. Gonna watch part 2 this weekend. Yeah, I like the first 2 Creed movies. I have not seen 3 yet. Have not had a chance to. Media Membrane, what is up? Morning. Skyla, how are you? I hope you are well. She says she's just edited some reviews, ready to upload later. She's a YouTuber, guys. Go check her out. Her YouTube name is super long. I would consider cutting that down, but it's great. The coffee's just the same thing. I brew it at home, so whatever. I forgot what it was. Starbucks something blend. Dark roast. I wish I had I should have a separate coffee for every show, but that's a bit too much extra effort, and I have enough on my plate at the moment. All right, let's do something that I love, and I hope you love it too. This is one of my favorite segments here. They're all my favorite. This is specifically favorite. And I've said that before, so you probably know that I'm talking about this. It's time to buzz around town. That's right, industry time. Buckle up, buckos. We will be talking Scream 6 reviews in a moment, but I wanted to start with the box office because that's always the most important thing here in the morning getaway. This is from awardsradar.com. I have not seen Creed 3, but if any of you saw it, let me know what you guys thought. Creed 3 has easily knocked out Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania from the top box office spot to become the weekend's #1 film. This is pretty bad for Ant-Man, though. The Marvel sequel dropped 61% compared to last week. Troubling signs for a film that received mixed reviews from critics and even more negative word of mouth. The film has already made over $400 million worldwide, which is quite good, but its legs are relatively small. At the end of the day, it could reach $500 million, but that could be a stretch. I don't think so. And that's worldwide, by the way. I'll show you in a minute what it made in domestic. It's embarrassing, honestly. Regardless of Ant-Man's box office stature, it seems that Jonathan Majors is a big box office powerhouse. I'd never heard of this guy until recently. Now he's everywhere. He's everywhere. Creed 3 holds. This is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Creed 3 holds the highest grossing opening weekend of any film in the Rocky franchise to date. Mind blown. That is insane. This movie, not even the Rocky movies. Damn, dude. Making over, well, I don't know if that, I guess if you factor in inflation, that might be different. Making over 58.6 million domestically and over 100.4 whatever that is, million internationally. All of these without the presence of Stallone, which he's probably really pissed at. Yeah, he chose to not come back. It wasn't, they kicked him out, which I thought that's what it was. He decided to not return. It's his choice, but I bet you that's hurting right now. Let's take a look at the top 10 here. Some interesting films are here, and some are gone. The one that really shocks me is Knock at the Cabin is not even placing. Knock at the Cabin was kicked out by Magic Mike and 80 for Brady. That's how much that movie had no staying power. That's shocking. Creed 3, 58.6. Ant-Man, check this out. $12 million. Holy shit. That's their third weekend, right? Oh my God, that's awful. That's embarrassing. Of course, they're going to try and spin it. Oh, well, you know, overseas, you know, people liked it in Turkey. They're going to try to spin it. But man, that's not good. That's not good. Cocaine Bear dropped to third, which is expected, but not by much. Look, 11 million compared to, 12.4. So only like 1.4 million more or less, I should say, than Ant-Man. So, if Cocaine Bear had a little more staying power, a little more rewatchability, Ant-Man would have been number 3. How nuts is that? That is bonkers. Demon Slayer is new to the 10, and that is an anime movie. I love the show. I haven't seen any of the films, though, so I have to catch up on that. Jesus Revolution, still in play, 8.6. Avatar, still in play, just out of the 5, 3.5 million. Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre, which TC watched, and he said it was really good. It opened at 3 million, but there was barely any ad campaign, so I can't imagine anyone even knew what the hell that was. Also, it looked like a foreign movie with that title, so I think maybe people might have been turned off, even though it had, Aubrey Plaza and Statham and stuff. Puss in Boots, still in it to win it, at 2.7. Magic Mike, still in the game. It is also now digitally available in case you wanted to watch it, in the privacy of your own home and not let people know that you're watching it. There you go. You can do that. But it still made enough to stay in the top 10. And 80 for Brady, just scraping by, just under 1 million. Jesus, I would love to know what Knock at the Cabin made. That's horrible. Wow. Okay, so Creed 3 easily knocked the shit. I mean, honestly, I think any movie probably would have knocked Ant-Man out of there. Exploitation, only 12 million. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That is very, very rough. My God. Good morning, Brent. How are you? Planet Mondo, what is up? Yes, hit the like. Be a part of the 100 Club. That you're in it to win it. If you're part of the 100 Club, it's good karma for you, man. It allows you to take fate in your hand and you smash that like Makes everybody a happy cappy. Paul, what is up? Watch Primal Rage. It was okay. Nothing great. Yeah, see what I mean? It was okay. It's fine. I don't know that it needs 4K. It certainly doesn't, but, you know. Sulako, what is up? Morning to you. Anyway, that is box office. Let's move on to... I'm going to look at this real quick. I'm addressing my calendar. I have a whole thing. Some sad news. Let's talk Tom Sizemore. Now, we had covered Tom Sizemore previously on a past episode of Coffee with Chaos, and he had suffered an aneurysm. He was in the hospital. People were looking at end-of-life decisions, and it looks like his life has officially come to an end. Tom Sizemore, this is by Richard Sandomir. Tom Sizemore, a tough guy actor whose career, which included roles in major films like Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down, which is completely underrated. Black Hawk Down is a masterpiece, was overshadowed at times by his problems with substance abuse, the law. Died on Friday in Burbank, California. He was 61. The death was announced by his manager, Charles Lago. The cause was not immediately known, but Mr. Sizemore suffered a stroke on February 18, which caused a brain aneurysm. He had been in a coma and a life support since then. Mr. Sizemore could be intense, charismatic, and manic in roles as soldiers, thugs, cops, killers, and in a television movie, The Baseball Player Pete Rose. As Sergeant Mike Horvath in Steven Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan, he was a devoted second-in-command to Captain Miller, played by Tom Hanks. In a small group of Army Rangers, his mission after the D-Day invasion was to locate a soldier whose 3 brothers had already died in battle. Let's see. We don't need to go into his history. We know Tom. My favorite Tom Sizemore movie is The Relic. Not a lot of people talk about The Relic, but he's great in that. Yeah, exploitation, I agree. He's excellent in Natural Born Killers. Absolutely. I mean, he was excellent in pretty much every role. I got to work with him, sort of. It didn't work out. I actually went to his house once to deliver a script in downtown LA. He had leather pants on. It was a strange meeting, but he seemed like a nice guy. I have a friend has not so many fond memories of him, but regardless, we will not speak ill of the dead. How about this? Pick up your coffees or whatever you're drinking, and let's give Mr. Sizemore a moment of silence. As a matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'll stop the music, and it will be literally a moment of silence. Shall we? Rest in peace, Tom. Thank you for your wonderful talent and sharing it with us. You will live forever in cinema history. You will be missed, sir. What are some of your favorite films starring the one, the only Tom Sizemore? Let me know down in the comments. If you're watching on replay, I'm glad you're here, pal. You are an important member in the Coffee with Chaos party. Just because you're live and you didn't get to be a part of the show doesn't mean you're not a part of the show. In the comments down below, leave me a comment. What was your favorite Tom Sizemore movie? What did you think of the box office? Did you see Creed 3? Did you think it deserved it? Was it a good sequel? I want to hear from you. It's very important that we continue this conversation because I don't want to feel like I'm just talking into the void. I want you to be a part of this as much as anything. Nathan says, pour a little coffee out for Tom. Rest in peace. Sulago says he was great in Heat. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a very intense guy, so he certainly delivered what he gave. You know, what that sounds stupid, but what I mean is, you know, he certainly delivered what you wanted. And I never got to work with him as a director. But when you hire somebody like Tom Sizemore, you want this intense, kind of gruff around the edges guy, and he delivered that. He delivered what you wanted to see, and there's not a lot of actors that are consistent like that. And he was very consistent. So, rest in peace, Tom. You will be missed. So sorry to bump everybody out here at the top. but we have to mention it. It's important that he gets his due mention and his farewell. And maybe we'll hear about Julian Sands pretty soon. He's still missing. We may hear some bad news about that soon. We don't know, but fingers crossed he's okay somewhere. Joshua says Natural Born Killers and True Romance are two of my fave Sizemore classics. Rest in peace. Kuba says True Romance. Sean says Jack Scagnetti. There you go. Paul Medina. Tom Sizemore definitely had that cool acting swag. Yeah. Like he just had a vibe, man. Not many actors have that vibe that can pull that off, and he was rocking it. Relic, Heat, Saving Private Ryan, all the good stuff. Robbie says Heat or Saving Private Ryan for me. Media says would agree with you on Black Hawk Down. Definitely underrated. Such a good movie, man. Jesus, excellent. Joshua says Natural Born Killers and True Romance are two of my favorites. Yeah. Am I repeating comments? Yeah. Oh, you guys are dropping double comments. I see. Or is that's weird. Might be a glitch. I see the same comment twice. Don't repeat your comments if you guys are doing that, just because it's tricky for me on my end, and I'm not sure if I'm missing something or if it's a glitch. I see all your comments, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. I have a poll up right now for Creed 3. It's live, so if you're not watching live, you won't see it. I think you might see the results because I do have live playback. I'm going to end the poll. Actually, I'll keep the poll running for a little bit longer because I do want to do something else, and then I'll end it, and then we'll continue with the second poll that I have planned, which I think you guys are really going to enjoy. He was also great in Strange Days, an underrated film by Catherine Bigelow. I agree. Sean says he killed in a small part in Point Break. Dude, I totally forgot he was in that. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. Eternal says, can't wait to watch this on replay. Hope you, MC, and all are doing well. Well, Eternal, if you're watching a replay, hey, look, it's you. Oh my God, time traveler. Look, it's you. How could you be here and then there? What's going on? I just messed up his whole day. And he's like, what's going on? I didn't mess it up. Anyway, let's talk about something interesting that was just announced. Actually, the trailer was just released this morning. I can't show it here. You can go and find it on your own. There is a new Ninja Turtles movie coming out. A new Okay, here's the thing with Ninja Turtle movies. They keep freaking booting them. Reboot after reboot after reboot. And I get, the Megan Fox one was weird. I liked it. I had fun with it. But I get maybe that didn't work. But there was TMNT, right? That was right after, like an animated one that kind of fizzled. Now there's another animated one. And here's what's going to blow your mind. The cast I thought it was a prank. Like, this is a prank. This can't be real. But it 100% is real. Let me show you the cast. It's called Mutant Mayhem, Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. The art style is really weird. It almost looks like a Kevin Eastman comic. Just like the styling of it is it's almost more stylistic than the Into the Spider-Verse movies. It's really strange. It might be off-putting, but at least I dug it in the trailer, but too much of it might be too much. It almost looked like toys. It almost looked like stop motion at times. Anyway, here's the cast. This is 100% real. No, look at me. Trust me. Trust your pal, Master Cast. I'm not going to steer you wrong. This is 100% real. This is the cast. Are you ready? I want you to be 100% ready. This is, oh my God. Like, I can't even believe it. This is the cast. Here we go. What the hell is going on here? So, Hannibal Buress. My screen is really little. Sorry, guys. I'm on my laptop, so I can't necessarily. I'll have to look it on my phone because I cannot see too well. But look at that. Look at the way that looks. And let's see. What did I start with? Okay, so we'll start with this one. Hannibal Buress is Genghis Frog. First of all, who the hell is that? And then Ice Cube is Superfly. Is that Baxter Stockman? That's the only fly I know. And then Maya Rudolph is somebody called Cynthia Otram. What the? Ice Cube? Is it a Ninja Turtles cartoon? Hold on, it gets weirder. Okay, you with me? Giancarlo Esposito. Oh, he's Baxter Stockman. Okay, so I had 2 fly people. Giancarlo Esposito is Baxter Stockman. What? Okay. Post Malone. Okay, this is what I thought. Like, this has got to be a prank. This cannot be real. Post Malone is Ray Fillet. First of all, who the fuck is Ray Fillet? I'm not familiar with that character. Is this movie going to have so many random... I'll go like this. Hi, how are you? Is this movie going to have so many random, like characters from the franchise? I mean, I guess so, but it's not a TV show. It's a movie. Okay, you ready? Look at this. Oh my God. Okay, hi, how are you? John Cena is Rocksteady. John Cena. Why? Why? You just hire anybody to do Rocksteady. You don't need John Cena's like his voice. Is he gonna do this? I mean, how are you gonna do a Rocksteady voice? Rocksteady has like a deep voice. John Cena has like, you know, like a normal, like nice voice, right? Like you hear him talking, he's just, hey, what's up? It's me, John Cena. Is he gonna be, hey guys, it's me, Rocksteady? I'm so confused. Like, is he gonna, if he's gonna do, oh yeah, oh Rocksteady? Oh, that really hurt actually. Why hire John Cena? It boggles the mind. And we were just talking about Ant-Man. Look at this shit. Ant-Man is some fucking dude named Mondo Gecko. I don't remember that character. Well, maybe. He sounds vaguely familiar. Vaguely familiar. Mondo Gecko? I don't know about... Look, Mondo Gecko, man. What the hell? What's happening? This is a real cast. I'm not lying. Next. Are you ready for this? Jackie fucking Chan is Splinter. That is exciting. That's exciting, but, like, why is Jackie playing a rat? He doesn't have to. I'm glad he's doing it, and it's amazing. But Jackie's a mouse. Well, he's a rat, but a mouse is cuter. He's Splinter, dude. What? What? Well, that would mean that Splinter's Chinese now. Well, that's a whole other story. And Seth Rogen was also, I think he wrote it or co-wrote the movie. I know he produced it. Bebop. Seth Rogen, again, like John Cena, has a normal voice. Is he gonna do a Bebop voice? You know, like, that was awful, but you get what I'm saying. Seth Rogen and John Cena are Bebop and Rocksteady. Huh? What? What? And then last but not least, I should point out... Oh, and we're not there yet. Uh-oh, you can't know that. Did I not bring that in? Oh, looks like it didn't come in. Well, I'll just tell you. She's not a famous name, but Ayo Edibiri is playing April O'Neil, and I think April is played by a black actress. So I think April's black in this one. I don't quote me on that, but what a cast. What a friggin' cast. I don't understand. I'm like, this has got to be a joke, but it's not. 100% not a joke. Joshua says Ice Cube, hell yeah, 100%. I'm glad you like it. Skylar says John Cena, oh my god, I'm in shock, and Ice Cube as well. Damn. Nathan says, oh man, that looks lame. Rest in peace, Ninja Turtles. I don't know, man. I don't know. Chester says, should have been Stallone for Rocksteady. Yeah, even that, I think Stallone would have been great. Stallone would have been very, very good. Skylar says, excited for Jackie as Splinter. An insane cast. Who's left to play the OG Turtles? Well, here's the thing. In this movie, according to the trailer, I think it's just played by kids. Because they're literal teenagers. They're like young and like goofy. Think Miles Morales kind of energy. So yeah, it's not gonna be like Corey Feldman or whatever. It's the no-name kids for the Turtles. But you best damn sure we needed Paul Rudd to play Mondo Gecko. We needed him. The movie would not happen if we couldn't get Paul Rudd to play some random. And then you know what's weird? Where's Casey Jones? I'm sorry. Mondo Gecko? Some shark guy? Where's Casey fucking Jones, man? Can Casey Jones. Get Thomas Jane in there. Tom, I love Tom Jane. We almost made a Western together. Get Tom Jane to play Casey Jones. What the hell? Paul says, I think I'm done with the TMNT movies. Joshua says, the new Ninja Turtle movie needs Lloyd Kaufman. Lloyd could play like the mayor, right? Like or Splinter. I mean, not Splinter, Shredder. Shredder hasn't been cast. They haven't mentioned Shredder yet. So Shredder could be, I don't know, at this point, David Lynch. I don't know. They could cast anybody, the craziest person you could think of. Jamie Lee Curtis is Shredder. I don't know. I believe anything at this point. Mondo was a skateboarding guy. Yeah, I vaguely remember having his toy, and it was the skateboard that sort of like jogged my memory. Yeah, Casey Jones was badass. I think he was almost everybody's favorite because he was the human, who was like up to the Turtles level. So yeah, they have to bring them back. Sulago says they're gonna spend all their budget on just the cast. Well, after this, go watch the trailer. It's on YouTube all over. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below, by the way. Let me know what you think of the trailer. Do you think it looks good? I think it's a combination of off-putting and really damn cool. I don't know how I'll feel about it after a feature. I may warm up to it. Like Into the Spider-Verse, I was like, oh god, that hurts my eyes. But the movie was fantastic. So this could be a case of that. I don't know. It's one of those things. Griff says, one of the Turtles sounds way too childish. It's so weird. Yeah, they're like kids. It sounds like Peanuts. It sounds like Peanuts almost in a weird way. Oh yeah, that's good. Arnold Schwarzenegger is Shredder? Sure. Why not? Sure. Well, yeah, let's do it. That 100%. 100%. I can see that. I can see that happening. That is 100% what's going to happen. Because why not? Why not? All right. I'm going to end the poll here and see what everybody has voted on for Creed. I asked, did you see Creed 3? 94% said no. 5% said yes out of 38 votes. Let me know if you saw it. What did you think? Did you like it? I'm going to put a new one here. This one's going to be... give me 1 second. I'm right on the mic, so I don't want to talk because it might be too loud. All right, so this is going to be, are you excited for Scream 6? Asking the community now. So if you're watching live, like I said, you are a part of the show. You are a big part of Coffee with Chaos. So the poll is live now. And if you're watching, go ahead and vote. Hit way. Arnie versus Jackie Chan would be awesome. It's happened. They've made a movie together. It's some pirate movie. Forbidden something, but it's happened. They have made a movie together. Robbie says Arnie would be my vote. Well, we'll see. If any news comes up, I will pop that up on a future Coffee with Chaos. Alrighty, let's talk Scream 6. I am so excited. I'm a big Scream fan. I love the franchise so very much. And it sounds like the Scream 6 early reviews are good. Shocker. Despite what you thought of 5, I'm on the fence. I flip-flop on 5. Sometimes I really dislike it for a lot of the things it's done. And sometimes I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. I don't think I'll ever love it full out. I think it's fantastic. But I think I've accepted it for what it is. And I'm moving on. But it's up to 6 to redeem 5 and continue the franchise. If 6 flip-flops, oh, I should say flops, just flops, then not only does it hurt Ghostface, but it hurts the franchise, and we're not going to see a 7. If 6 is a success, we're going to see a 7, and hopefully the return, fingers crossed, of Sidney Prescott, which, in my eyes, is the heart of the franchise. I've pulled, thanks to a fellow YouTuber, Podcast Now, who did a video on this. He's helped me compile a list of 13 early reactions from press screenings. We're going to go through them, you and I, and we're going to see how we feel about these early reactions. Now, remember, early reactions are the press screenings. People go in excited to see it. They know that they have been treated to something special. So they're not going to be like me and say, it's fucking shit. Don't see it. It sucks. They should be, but they're not going to, they're going to hold back on their honesty a little bit. They're going to tiptoe around things. Just so that the studio doesn't say, well, let's not invite Master Chaos back or whatever, because he's gonna be too honest or whatever. And they want a little mystery. I get it. If I got the chance to do it, trust me, I would be mysterious. But you know me, I can't lie to you, and I never will. Let's take a look at these. Okay, number one, viewer anon. This is a big one. This guy's been covering leaks the whole time. By the way, none of these are spoilers. I looked at them carefully. No spoilers given, okay? So nothing will be ruined, I promise you. Viewer Non says, and this one's an interesting one and probably the one that worries me the most. I've seen Scream 6, and if you're in it for the characters, kills, chases, and scares, you're going to love it. I think it's the weakest killer plus motive in the franchise, but it doesn't matter much when the whole movie is this ridiculously fun. Weakest killer and motive? Fuck, that sucks so bad. That's the worst thing I could hear. That, honestly, I'm not a child. I'm not in it for running around and characters. Characters are important, but it's the Scream movies are all about the motive and who's the killer, right? If that shit's stupid, the whole movie disintegrates, in my opinion. That is just how I feel about it. May to December says, Scream 6 is going to be brilliant. It's supposed to be the most violent in the series. Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will be good because it is violent. So keep that in mind. That's always something to keep in the back of your mind. Preston Barta says, Scream 6 waves one mighty red right hand. What a damn blast. It's more about what's going on in the characters' heads than the sharp objects that enter it, delivering a refreshing entry with deep emotional nicks. Jenna Ortega is the film's greatest weapon. I believe that wholeheartedly. Matt Rorabek? Sorry, pal, I don't know how to pronounce that. Scream 6 is an absolute blast and probably my second favorite entry in the franchise. The perfect blend of violence, commentary, comedy, and camp. The trademark meta-ness is clever and targets film franchises. Consistently kept me guessing. Well, that's good. You certainly want to be guessing. You certainly don't want to be, thinking, I pegged the killer immediately. You certainly don't want that. I'm going to switch mic here. Sorry, guys, real quick. Issue with the audio. Apologies on that. You certainly don't want that. John says, please, no more end of movie killer motive monologues. Sean, then you don't understand Scream. That is what Scream is all about. You have to have that. You have to have the motive. That's the whole fucking reason. If you don't have that, it's not a movie. So, yeah, no, you have to have that. Robbie says, I actually like the idea of a new setting for Scream 6. I do too. I don't love New York personally, but I think it might work well for the franchise. Dal says, Scream 6 is another welcome entry in the meta franchise. It's not perfect, but like all prior films, it's a blast that I'll happily add to my yearly rewatch rotation. Mason Gooding steals the show in this one. You'll hear that again. Mason Gooding, who plays Chad Meeks, of course, he's Randy's nephew, steals the show, and he made zero impression on me in the fifth one, so apparently he's a big deal in this one. Does that mean he's the killer? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Sweet and Sour Movie Blog. Scream 6 is another solid entry in horror's most consistent franchise, the scariest and darkest of the series thus far. The film takes a good amount of risks and adds some clever subversion that I did not see coming. I love that. I'm all for subversion as long as you don't monkey with the formula and you fuck with what works. Do not do that. Do not do that. Tell me a satisfying movie and move on. But don't go so off the rails that I don't recognize it anymore and I don't like it anymore. That's personally how I feel about that. Shabazz, the movie podcast, says Scream 6 keeps the long-running franchise energized with brutal, gut-splicing kills and tight action. Tight. I wonder if that's a reference, like a hint to something. The twists keep you on the edge of the bloody new faces. Wait. The twists keep you on edge, and the bloody new faces are a welcome addition. Bloody new faces. Jenna Ortega and Jasmine Savoy are favorites. This is Ghostface at their best. Dick, did he just leak that there's more than one? Which we all felt like we kind of all guessed that there were more, or was he just being, pronouny? Like instead of saying his or her, there. I guess that's okay. I guess we'll be okay. With all that. But we'll see. I certainly hope. I certainly hope there will be a more than one. I hope for 3. That would be amazing. Texas, they should give you a cameo in Scream 7. I would love it. And welcome to the party, pal. I would love it. But of course that won't happen. But I would love that to be the case. Let's see. Okay, big screen leaks. This is another good one. Scream 6 is a damn good time in true sequel fashion. It's bigger, bloodier, and scarier. Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Courtney Cox all give awesome performances, but Mason Gooding is the standout here. Watch out, because Ghostface isn't playing any games. So again, Mason Gooding is shouted out. Interesting, because he's barely in the trailers too. So him being the killer would make absolutely no fucking sense, though. But we've seen worse. Dom Fisher says Scream 6 is exactly what you want it to be and more. The tone is darker while still maintaining the wit that we love. The violence and gore has leveled up. The pacing is fantastic and the performances are great. The franchise hasn't felt this tense or suspenseful since the original. Well, they always say that. They're always going to link it to the original. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Nathan says, I heard the opening kill scene is brutal. I have heard that as well. Paul Medina says, I may be the only one here that has not seen all the Scream movies. I've only seen part 1. Oh, Paul, go watch them. Go watch part 4. Part 4 is my favorite sequel, honestly. You can honestly skip them all and just go 1 and 4 and you'll be fine. You absolutely fine. Roland, yes, you must have missed it. We addressed it on the last Coffee with Chaos. And I gave everybody the website where they can order the bucket and the little sippy cup, which of course I got the sippy cup. Just a few more to go through because I want to give you guys a full look at why the Scream 6 early reviews are good. Scream 6 rules. It's better than its predecessor. Some crazy gory kills and more mind-blowing twists that'll make you be on the edge of your seat. The movie focuses on the characters from the previous movie while adding new faces. So thanks, Richard. I guess that was obvious. But I'm glad you watched it. I wonder who these people are. Daniel Baptista, the movie podcast. Scream 6 is a sharply written and tactically directed thriller that twists expectations with every turn. It's a love letter to the Scream franchise featuring a fantastic cast and heart-pounding suspense. Jenna Ortega slays, and Ghostface has never been more terrifying. I love to hear that. I want Ghostface to be insane, man. Machetes, chainsaws, all that shit. We saw him with a shotgun. This is amazing. By the way, this next review I'm about to read is very, very worrisome. Here's another one. This guy's honest, and he's going to tell you some shit that's going to maybe put you on the defensive. Here we go. Scott Menzel says, if you love Scream 5, you will love Scream 6. If you didn't, I don't think you will like this one. Personally, I have mixed feelings on it. I love Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, but the storylines go too off the rails for me. Oh, I don't like that. I dug the opening scene and some of the bloody kills, but wasn't a fan of the twists and turns. They felt a bit too convoluted. I also found some of the dialogue to be laughable and not in a good way. A mixed bag for me, but it is sure to make a killing financially at the box office. Yikes. I am very worried right now. Probably extra worried right now. Jesus, man. How does that make you guys feel? By the way, the poll is live. If you are watching, make sure you're voting. I'm going to close the poll in a bit. Let me know if you're excited, yes or no, for Scream 6. All right, 2 more. And then, by the way, after this, we're going to do Mailday Monday and I've got a little bit of a Vinegar Syndrome controversy to discuss. Ooh, controversy? Ooh, I love that word. Vinegar Syndrome controversy, conspiracy. Ooh, speak about telling the truth. Oh, what's going on? Stay tuned. This one for you physical media fans is going to blow your minds. It really depends on where you fall, but it's interesting. I'll bring it up to you guys. Anyway, let's finish up with these two. Jesse Camacho says Scream 6 is a blast. Once it gets going, save for a couple nice tender moments, it rarely lets up. Fun twists too. There are nitpicks for sure, but I really loved it. Can't wait for fellow fans to see it. Radio Silence does it again. A very worthy entry to the franchise. Okay. Does it again? I mean, I guess it really depends on what you thought of the first one. By the way, if you're just joining live, if you're watching replay, you probably just watched it from the beginning. But hey, join the 100 Club. Smash that thumbs up. Get it to 100. Look at the thumb counter right now. If it's not 100, slam it. I promise I'm gonna earn it. I will earn your click, my man. I'm doing this, my girl, as well. My person, however you choose to identify, I'm gonna earn that click. I'm here for you. I provide a service, and I hope you enjoy it. Take advantage of my service. Give me a thumbs up on the way in. Scream 6 is a brutal, bloody nail-biter. New York is used to its full advantage, creating some of the best chases and suspenseful moments of the franchise. The old and new crew share great chemistry. I loved how different the sequel felt. I have my gripes, for sure, but overall solid. That's from 3C Films. Chris over at 3C Films. He has gripes. He's a diehard fan. So, gripes... Look, a lot of these people coming in probably, or maybe like Paul, who maybe not seen the first one, or coming in, not really knowing the franchise in general, maybe seeing part 5 and that's it. If you change the formula, you destroy things. And I really hope that's not what happens. Fingers crossed we get a successful, explosive entry that, yes, redirects and gives us something new, but doesn't necessarily gut the franchise like a fish, to borrow Ghostface's term. Skyla, you're one of my favorite people now. £2, sending this your way. Drink coffee on me. Oh, Skyla, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You rock, you roll. You rule. I appreciate that very much. That really keeps the work I'm doing pointed in the right direction, because it tells me people give a shit. At the end of the day, that's really all that matters. Popping the popcorn. What's up, Katie? How are you? I hope you are well. Are you excited for Scream 6? I'm sure you are, Katie. I am sure you are. Paul says he bought the trilogy set and 4 and 5. I plan to watch them all. Good. I hope you enjoy it. Gina Ortega, isn't she some sort of dance meme? She is. I don't know if you're being facetious or not, but it's from the Wednesday show. Which is hilarious. Roland says the twist is 2/3 of the story takes place on a cruise ship. That would be amazing, dude. That would be so funny. I mean, they gotta make Ghostface Takes Manhattan jokes. They have to. Stanton says, MC, I normally always get a thumbs right away, but this time I'm gonna wait till you say you love me. Stanton, I love you. Give me that thumbs up. There you go. I love everybody. Nathan says, I think of Ghostface stalking the suburbs, not New York City. Yeah, I mean, you gotta look at Scream 3, which is not a favorite for a lot of people. That was LA. That changed the vibe quite a bit. Even the college campus could have been seen as a small town atmosphere. So I guess we'll see. It remains to be seen, but look, the early reviews are good. But then again, the early reviews were always going to be good. It's just nature of the beast when you're talking about these early reviews. You're always going to get people that say, yes, I loved it. It's amazing. Go see it. You're always going to get that. And that's fine. But you can't always take their word for it, which, I hate to say it that way, but you have to be cautious. Grain of salt when you see people talking about a early review on anything, because for the most part it may be biased to the company or to the event or whatever. It is what it is, but things are looking good, except for the fact that weak killer, weak motive, and it goes too far off the rails. Oh boy. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hit that banner. The banner that tells you all about the Patreon and all other ways to support and all that good stuff. Remember, only subscribers can comment. So if you haven't joined the party, I'm 5 people away from 1,500. Make it happen, Captain. Join the party. Okay, that's it for Hollywood movie news. Let's talk presents. That's right, everybody. What's in the box? What's in the box? Let's find out what is in the friggin' box. Here's the box. Now I'm going to tell you what's in the box when I open it up. Now, this was, of course, something I did as an offshoot because I was doing separate videos at that time. Now, Coffee with Chaos is 3 times a week, and it's everything bundled into one, like a package deal. You get Disney Plus, by the way, as well, when you watch Coffee with Chaos. So, Mistress Chaos will join me for a few of these Mailday Mondays, but I may have to do those pre-recorded. By the way, Wednesday, next episode, join me for another Out and About. We're going to Alien Con. Holy shit, Alien Con. That sounds amazing. Yes, we're going to Alien Con. Join me there Wednesday. I'll show you all the weird shit that happened at Alien Con. All right. This is a Vinegar Syndrome unboxing. Holy shit, I paid full price for a Vinegar Syndrome title. I did. Oh, man. Why did I do that? I'll tell you why. Get out of here, box. All right. First, I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you that I got an extra. I broke down and had to get this. This is sold out. This is the, of course, From Beyond 4K with the Slippy Dippy. It is beautiful. Color-wise, it's gorgeous. I love the purple and the pink. I love it. And it's very indicative of the color scheme of the movie. It is a little busy. You have to look up close to really get all the little details. You know, like the little people and the professor guy, all that stuff. But it's a wonderful movie. And if anything's going to pop on 4K, it's going to be one of the most colorful movies that Vinegar Syndrome has ever released. Here is the Emery case. I don't think there's anything in it, but I'll show you what I got in here. If there is. I don't remember there being any booklets. Usually there's not. Come on. Usually there's no booklets with things like this, but just for fun, we will look at it. Yeah, it's the movie. It's the Fork in the Blue. Fork in the Blue. Is there a reversible? Yeah, all right. Original artwork, which is very memorable to me. I love this movie. This is one of the best Empire Pictures movies ever made. That right up there with Reanimator. Such a masterpiece of a movie. Love it, love it, love it. And I've gotten to work with Barbara Crampton. I've gotten to work with Ken Foray. I've gotten to work with William Butler. And they're all linked to this movie, and they're all on. Oh, I just popped my Mac. Sorry about that. They're all in a special feature that's on here about the making of the movie, and it's like 90 minutes or some shit. Does it say the time here? 97-minute. It's a feature-length documentary, which is longer than the movie. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm excited to watch this beauty on 4K. A rare item. Look at this. This doesn't exist anymore. This little piece of cardboard does not exist anymore. Amazing. The first thing to sell out. Yeah, this first thing to sell out in 2023 from Vinegar Syndrome. But I wanted it, and so I paid full price because I wanted to get it. I mean, at the end of the day, you're only saving $8 if you wait for a sale. So it's not too bad. I grabbed this because I said, well, I might as well grab it because I want this very badly. And I don't want it to sell out. So I might as well grab it. No. And I did it. Bio Zombies. Now, I didn't get the super slippy cover, which, by the way, factors into my Vinegar Syndrome conspiracy. We're going to be talking about the Vinegar Syndrome conspiracy in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But that special slippy that comes with this for subscribers factors into it. Let's just say where there's smoke, there's fire. This is Bio Zombies, a great, fun, goofy, Chinese zombie movie Not perfect, but I remember loving the hell out of it. I had a bootleg for a long time, and then, gosh, who put it out? Oh man, somebody put it out. I forget the name. Tokyo Shock? Maybe Tokyo Shock. Beautiful slipcover. I love the look of it. Here is the Amraid case. Tons of special features. Nothing in here, but I'll see if there's a reversible. Because the original poster is so... It's like, I guess it's iconic if you were into Japanese extreme movies, that you would recognize it. Oh, it's not. Oh, here it is, though. There is a booklet. Oh, look at this shit. Okay. There is a booklet. This is the cover I'm familiar with. You may have seen this in stores back in the day. This is the booklet, which I had no idea was here. Or maybe I did when I was reading about it, but I totally forgot. I love it. Vinegar Syndrome releasing booklets on a regular edition. This is not a 4K. This is just a blue. That's gotta be a first. I don't remember that. Don't remember that being a first. I don't remember that happening before. When I was a subscriber, having a regular VS Blue come with a booklet, but this one does. I'm excited to have Bio Zombies, and I'm excited to have From Beyond. Two gorgeous looking movies and two gorgeous looking slips. So every once in a while, I will pay full price if I want something. And so I'm going to put something in your radar that's selling out that you may want to get. And that's slip cover wise. But before we do that, I hope you enjoyed Mailday Monday, by the way. I'll be doing that down the line when I get more packages. Paul Medina, thank you. Look at this guy. Oh my God. Paul Medina, cheers to you, sir. Wow. $10. Oh my God. I'm gonna pee myself with excitement. Thank you, brother. I want to let YouTube know, don't mess with my dude, Master Chaos. No sabotaging, no nothing. He gives us great content. So in the words of the great Tom Atkins, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. You know what's funny? Every video I put up gets limited ads instantly. So I have to go in and say, hey, manual review this. You're wrong. And then it gets approved. But it's unfortunate. It happens. But thank you, brother. I appreciate that very, very much from your message to YouTube's ears. And hopefully it will get bigger and better. And that's the goal here. We're going to go blast forward on YouTube. Video store, seems like you've been missing a few installments. We are, and I've explained it, and you'll have to go back. Do me a favor, go back and watch the Coffee of the Chaos as I explain it. Stan and Ellen says, I'm so glad it's not Mistress Chaos's head in that box. Me too. Me too. Yeah. Absolutely. Sean, yeah, FOMO. I mean, I wanted the movie anyway, but $8, it's $8. Not too bad. Not too bad. Manx says Attack of the Beast Creatures was technically the first to sell out. No, Attack of the Beast Creatures is a partner label. Doesn't count as a VS title. Yeah. Oh yeah, Halloween 3 is awesome. Speaking of Tom Atkins, can I say it here? You know what? For those of you watching now, the loyal viewers, I'm going to give you a little bit of tea when it comes to my career. I'm working on a movie that I will be shooting right now, scheduled for June. Not the full moon movie. It's going to be an asylum movie. I'll tell you more when I can. But I'm shooting a movie in June. And right now, my number one person I want to cast is Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins, baby. I want to get him in here so bad. And I think I can make it happen. The other person who's going to be cast in the movie is such a huge name that is connected to such a huge franchise that it's going to literally be like the talk of the town once it's announced. If we can sign this person, holy crap, it's going to be massive. Oh, I'm so excited. So I may be working with Tom Atkins. We'll see. Stan says, I got Massage Parlor Murders with that booklet. It's pretty thin if I remember correctly. The original Blu-ray or the 4K? Because that's a 4K. 4Ks do come with booklets. I'm talking about Blu-rays by themselves. Roland says Surf 2 came with a book. So did the original. Oh, so the original did come. Okay. Surf 2? I threw that shit away as fast as possible, so I kind of blanked that out. All right, so good. So it's a thing that happens. I'm glad that happens. Let's see. Stan says, I hope Climax of Blue Power will get a slip. Well, we'll see. I really don't know how they decide that, but we'll find out soon, because in 2 weeks we're going to be talking about halfway to Black Friday, of all friggin' things. So there you go. All right, speaking of slipcovers you may want to get that are selling out, let me put this on your radar. Death Wish 2 is selling out. Like, really fucking fast. 271. This will be the next slipcover to go. If you want it, this is the 4K upgrade of Death Wish 2. I reviewed it back a while ago. Don't remember what episode, but it's a good film. I think I actually like the second one better than the first one. I think the story makes more sense because he goes after the people that actually did the deed and not just random people. If you want it, $33. Make you holler. 271 left. Let me see. I'm refreshing here to see if I'll refresh throughout the day, the episode here, to see if it goes down any further. Before we talk about the Vinegar Syndrome conspiracy, I do want to tell you about a flash sale happening over at Severin. This was just announced this morning. They sent out an email. If you're not on the email list, I suggest you get on it. The Shadowed Mind is $20. It is on sale. I think it's normally $28, maybe $30. Shadowed Mind Blu-ray with slipcover is $20. Only for today, Monday, March 6th, and Tuesday, March 7th, 2023. So if you're interested in getting this, now's the time to get it at a good price, or just wait for a sale, and it'll be about $17, something like that. Should you wait for a sale? This is technically a sale, and I appreciate that Vinegar Syndrome is doing this for titles, and I hope that continues, because I think having stuff like flash sales every week, every Monday, Tuesday, there's one title that's like discounted. I think that's good for the website. It brings traffic in. I think it's a great thing. I hope they continue to do that. But we shall see how it bodes for them. Should you get the Shadowed Mind? In my opinion, no. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was pretty awful. But that's my opinion. Your opinion may be different. And you may enjoy it quite a bit. So don't, take my opinion for, whoa, can't show that. Take my opinion for what it is. But I did not like it. I did not like it at all. I thought it was pretty crap, and almost like, man, I don't know, why would they put this out? But hey, every taste is different. You may enjoy it, but up to you. $20. Just wanted to put that on your radar. Breathless Slip sold out last night. It did. It went fast. The partner labels are selling out, and I'll tell you why. You probably know this, but it's because they have low numbers. 1,000, 2,000. I think Breathless was 2,000. People eat that shit up. Once it goes, it starts going faster, faster, faster. It happens. Let me see. Still 271. Still in the game. We're going to go over the hour here, and I apologize. I want to keep the show concise, but I do have so much I want to talk about with you guys that, and I still want to address why physical media is still important. That's a very important part of this. But let's continue. While I'm here, you know what? Since we're on the Vinegar Syndrome kick, let's talk Vinegar Syndrome controversies. This just popped up on Facebook. I thought it was interesting. I want to get your opinion on it. And you know what? This will be our next poll. But I'll keep the Scream one up. If you haven't voted yet, live, go play, make your voice heard. Are you excited for Scream 6? Go ahead and vote now. I'm gonna show you the conspiracy, and then you tell me if you agree or disagree. And I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put this up for a vote when we get to it. I found this one pretty interesting. All right, I'm gonna read off my phone because I cannot read that screen right now. But hopefully, At least you can. I'll go like this because I can't move it. Hi, how are you? Hi, how's it going? Drop me a thumbs up if you're just joining us. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Join the 100 Club, baby. Join the 100 Club. Make it happen. Make it happen. All right. So this is from a Facebook account called Do Not Subscribe to Vinegar Syndrome in 2023. They write, yes, we have been a bit quiet, but have a bit of follow-up to the Invisible Maniac slipcover disaster. Not really a disaster, but whatever. Through a private PM, I have been speaking with a friend that knows someone that works closely on VS projects as a freelancer. We cannot reveal any more than that. So, this is a quote. So, the Invisible Maniac slipcover debacle caused quite a stir within VS. I can tell you the upper company owners were not happy. Apparently, Brad Henderson was behind this April Fool's Day prank. The company directors were not even informed or aware of the prank beforehand, as they are more involved in the higher-up day-to-day operations of restoring films, making deals, etc., and not in the art packaging side. But then again, neither is Brad Henderson. But all right, as far as I know, Brad was already on thin ice at VS, but the straw that broke the... I don't know why, but maybe that person knows why. The straw that broke the camel's back was the lenticular slip cover. He was fired shortly after this all came to light. The staff at VS were embarrassed by the whole thing and swore it would never happen again. Pretty insane how a slipcover can cost someone their career. Notice the Biozombie slipcover exclusive. Remember that? We were talking about that extra for the subscribers. Yeah, well, that's VS trying to make it up to the subs and trying to regain their loyalty after that disaster. Like I said, Brad Henderson comes in and says, "No, it's BS." We'll see that in a moment. He'll definitely have his say, but I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, I'm trying to get anybody in trouble, but it's interesting, right? Let's see. The guys in VS are considering doing VS Media Club Invisible Maniac slipcover reprint to make up for upset fans. Good luck. So if we see that happen, we'll know why. Good luck to Brad. He can now do all the April Fool's jokes he wants at Terrorvision because VS do not want that crap. There will not be an April Fool's joke this year, as that was all Brad's idea. Well, there you go. At least someone behind this mess, blah, blah, blah. So, first of all, I'm curious what you guys think of that, because that just popped up. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's interesting. Part of that smacks of reality, doesn't it? It feels a little like, I don't know. Joshua, if you need it, grab it now. It's flying. It probably will not last till we meet again on Wednesday. Adrian says, anyone describing this as a disaster needs to go outside. Adrian says, shocked someone is still upset by this. Yeah. Robbie says, so what happened? Been out of the loop for a while. Robbie, I don't have the time to get into it, but it was all about a slipcover that not everybody could get. Maybe somebody in the chat could fill Robbie in. Anyway, this was Brad's response. First of all, I love this image that I think the guy put up. Yeah, I'm gonna go on this side. Hello, how are you? Okay, here it says fired for the Invisible Maniac slipcover disaster. That's Brad Henderson. Brad responds, this is funny, but not true. To be clear, I've never had anything to do with packaging. I simply worked acquisitions, producing extras. That's as far as I know as well. As for being fired, I was not. I'm actually still at VS producing extras, but have stepped down to run things at Terrorvision. Anyways, carry on. Well, there you go. That is the Vinegar Syndrome conspiracy that sort of popped up. I don't know. I don't want to cause any. I'm not trying to stir some shit up, but to me, it's like, where there's smoke, there's fire. Or is there? I will say, let's see. Is the conspiracy true? Okay, so I'm gonna put up a new poll for those watching live. I want to get your take on it. No, I spelled it right. Conspiracy. Okay. By the way, the Scream 6 poll has closed. Are you excited for Scream 6? Out of 53 votes, yes. 58%, no. 41%. Okay, well, we'll see how it does at the box office. Is the VS conspiracy true? Vote now. It is live now in the live chat. I'm curious what you guys think of that. I wanted to share that with you. There is a lot of interesting stuff. Like, why did BioShock need a slipcase holder? You know what I mean? Like, it just feel like that extra, and the fact that it was to make up the subscribers, that kind of stuff. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's intriguing to me. But it is what it is. Justin says, "I'll take Brad's word." Let's see. Sean says, "Was that post from Facebook?" It was from the Facebook page. I don't know which one. It just popped up on my feed. Justin says, "It's total BS. This dude is a clown." Yeah, his friggin' account is do not. It's what it looks like. His account is do not subscribe to Vinegar Syndrome in 2023. I don't know. The guy was really butthurt about the fucking Invisible Maniac slip, but whatever. Noy says, "Unreal people are still mad about this." I know it's wild, but it is. Stanislav says, "I'd rather say where there's smoke, there's coffee." A friggin' amen to that. Oh yeah. Video Store Review says, "But surely the higher ups would have to have approved the printing of the actual slipcover. Couldn't they just leave it as an April Fool's joke? Maybe the truth is somewhere in between." I kind of lean towards it's not all BS, to be honest. But then I always kind of look at things cynically. Brent says it's smart to give VS subscribers some exclusives. Yeah, a lot of them were pissed off because if they didn't pre-order that thing, they didn't get it. So Bumpy says, "Is that Tony's account?" Tony got a slip for free, so he's good. He don't care. I don't care anymore. He's fine. He's fine with it. Whatever happens, happens. All right, let's go back here. Well, we sold one. Death Wish is down to 1. Oh yeah. Let's talk Blu-ray release dates for March 7th, Tuesday. Tons of ads. Oh my goodness, I can't even get rid of this one. Oh my gosh. Boy. Oh, here, down here. Who's hiding? Get out of here. Stupid ad. Okay, so apologies. But that's the site, not me. What's coming up March 7th, Tuesday, this week? Air Force One 4K, which is the first 4K I ever fucking bought. Actually, it was Air Force One, so I guess this is a re-release steelbook or some shit. Mask of Zorro, a classic. Mildred Pierce 4K. Rocky 2 is coming out in 4K. The House That Screamed from Arrow. I have not gotten screeners for that. I'm going to reach out and see if I can. Just to give you guys, my thoughts on it. Running Man Blu-ray, wasn't that out already? I could have sworn that was out already. Woman Talking is coming out to Blu-ray. I'm sure everybody's rushing out to grab that. Problem Child through Mill Creek. If you don't have it, grab Problem Child. That's a great goddamn movie. You will love it. You will love it. House That Screamed alternate artwork. Grease on Blu-ray. What? Again? Why would they put that here? And then a couple of anime titles. And then Slash Mates. What the hell is Slash Mates? Slash Mates from Acid Bath Productions. Finally, you get I Spill Your Guts, Killer Waves. That was this. You're Melting and Slice. You've been waiting for it. It's here. Wait no longer. All right, so that's what's coming out this week in terms of Blu-ray releases. Oh yeah. I was gonna talk SRS Cinema, but the show's running over, and we have a big article to read. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna keep pushing SRS Wednesday. We'll start with you, SRS. All right, we'll get back to you. I promise. I wanted to end the show with this. This is an article that I read on AV Club, and I think for a lot of us, it will ring quite true. Something that I think we will all take something out of. It's a lot of stuff that we already know, but it's nice that other people are putting it out there besides people like this. Let me look up here. Roland says, I hear the new Rocky 4K collection has some kind of error with the disc. Oh. Ooh. Justin says, some audio issues. Well, that sucks. Why do the 4Ks always have issues? God dang it. That sucks. James Hup Macias. Sorry if I butchered that. My friend's mom was in Rocky 2 for a scene. They filmed in Vancouver, Canada. They filmed in Canada? Interesting. That's very interesting. Griff says, my Best Buy decided to stop stocking new titles last week. Hope it was just one random week and not a sign of things to come. I hope so. I really hope so. Jester says, just got Kill Her Goats. Haven't watched it yet. Let me know what you think of that, because I have zero interest, but get out of here, ad. This whole thing's been on the whole time. I have zero interest in it, but I hear it's been publicized like crazy. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Skyla, oh my god, thank you so much again. You are amazing. You're a beautiful, wonderful person. Just ordered Raiders of Atlantis on Blu-ray. Oh my god. You could have just watched it for free, but hopefully it arrives on time. Hopefully it arrives on time. You know what? Before we do this article, that reminds me. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek at what's to come. I told you I'm not gonna let you wait. I'm just gonna tell you because I teased it, and you know I like to complete you after I've teased you. You know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. March 12th, this coming Sunday. Guess who's back? Hold on, I'm gonna load it. Guess who's coming back to the channel, baby? Brother Chaos. That's right. Brother Chaos is back. I'm so happy. I missed him. I know you did. BC is back this Sunday, March 12th, with our new show. Oh man, hold on to your butts. It's 3 men and a little movie. Me, BC, and TC, the Chaos crew, are going to do a deep dive into Roadhouse. Hell yeah, join us March 12th, Sunday, for our first episode. 3 men and a little movie tackle Roadhouse. Oh, baby. It's gonna be fun. And I can't wait. It's been such a long time. Obviously, we talk all the time. He's one of my best friends. But you haven't seen him in a while. I know you've missed him. He'll be back. Your prayers are answered. Griff says, oh, yeah. Yeah, Brother Chaos from Chester. I'm so glad. I'm so glad everybody's excited. Hell yeah, BC. Yes, BC. Woo! Been too long. It has been too long. A couple weeks ago, he goes, you know what? I'm ready to come back. I'm like, shit, yeah, dude. People keep asking. Let's go. That's the 12th. Now, that Tuesday, Skyla, this involves you. It's only, gosh, a little over 8. It was like 8 days away, something like that. On the 14th, All the Colors of the Dark 7, right here on this channel, hosted by Nathaniel Thompson, the guy who does those commentary tracks you love so much. We're talking Raiders of Atlantis and Amsterdam. Join us for that. Then the next Sunday, the 19th, Guilty Pleasure Gang over on Lady Shasha's channel. What did we just watch? We're talking Howling 3 and the Greasy Strangler. It's going to get weird. Then Tuesday, the 21st of March, oh baby, Anna Nicole Smith movies on Super Booby Movies Round 3 over on Tony's channel. Oh yeah, it's going to get sweaty and crazy with a couple of die-hard rip-offs starring Anna Nicole's voluptuous nipple holders. That's a new term, by the way. I've coined it. Go ahead and use it. Use it. Justin says, lol, Greasy Strangler. That movie is effed up. James says, are you still doing autographs and Home Alone posters? I am. Send in your Home Alone posters. I will sign it for you. Nocturno, what's up, Nocturno? Good to have you here, buddy. Kill Her Goats, not a good movie. Kane Hodder only shows up the last 30 minutes of the movie. That happens, unfortunately. Bumpy says, return to the Snuggie. Here's what let's mention the Snuggie. Roadhouse, hell yes. Let's talk about the Snuggie real quick. Everybody knows that BC likes to wear a Snuggie. So I said, guys, Let's all fucking wear Snuggies. I'm gonna be in a Snuggie. And you know what TC does? He goes, nah, that's stupid. 3 guys wearing Snuggies. That's gonna look weird. And I'm like, no, asshole. You get in a fucking Snuggie. You're gonna be singled out. Everyone's gonna say TC's not in a Snuggie. What's wrong with him? That's weird, right? Everybody's in a Snuggie except this guy. He's gonna be the outlier. He's the outlier, and I get it. I mean, I do my own thing here. Everyone, do your own thing. But if everybody's got a uniform, man, can you get fucking Snuggie? It's comfortable. I found it weird, and let him know that you find it weird. If you do, don't make him feel uncomfortable. But come on, let's get that fucking Snuggie going on. Mid-Level Media, what is up, my brother? I love your stuff, guys. You probably know who he is already, but go check him out if you haven't. Mid-Level Media, let's do something, man. It's been a while. Let's hang out. We got to do a collab, please. I love your stuff. We got to keep it going. You are, speaking of goats, he is a goat. He is a goat. Happy to have you here, bro. Mank says, I watched Kill Her Goats. You wouldn't like it. Acting was flat as hell, but I feel like the focus was on the eye candy and kills. Eye candy was nice. Kills were 2 stars overall. Okay. Yeah, eye candy's kind of nice. It's not bad. That's not too bad. Bumpy says, get a Snuggie and some Arby's. Oh, shit. The Arby's that we went to closed down, so we can't do the Arby's. I'll have the cup, though. But he drank out of it. I'll change the straw. I'll have it. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be great. You know what we were going to do? We were going to do matching Snuggies. We're going to have we're going to have our little anime characters on it, but it's too expensive to do that. Maybe down the line we'll make that happen. Let's see. Paul Medina says everyone wearing a Snuggie is a great idea. I agree. All right, let's get to it, folks. This is why physical media is important. You know as well as I do, there's a difference between having this and looking it up online. Now, I, for a while, have been the proponent of really buy what you love. Don't just buy whatever a label tells you to do. And I've talked about this many times. Don't just buy, a label put it out. Oh, there goes my wallet. No, but do you want that shit? Do you know what that is? Are you going to enjoy it? Blind buying used to be fun and cheap. Now it's not. Usually, it's usually not either. So buy what you love. But I'm a big proponent of having an archive. Some people call it a collection. I don't call it a collection. I call it an archive because to me, it's like, as a filmmaker, that's my research. Oh shit, I'm making a movie about sharks. I'm making a Puppet Master movie. I can go back and rewatch that stuff because I love learning from movies. How did they do it? Okay, well, I won't do that. I'm going to do this. Okay, I'll try that. All that stuff. It's so powerful. You have no idea how powerful it is to be able to draw inspiration from art forms that you love. So collect what you love, collect whatever you want. But I think I'm preaching to the choir here. Having a physical media library, that's another good term for it, is important because we don't know the future. We don't know the future. Maybe physical media will die eventually. I mean, people have been saying it's dead for years. No, it's not going anywhere. It's more expensive than ever now. Until they stop making machines, until TVs get implanted in our brains, physical media will be a thing. Now let's read this article from AV Club and talk all about it. Mid-Level says, absolutely, man. We'll get something going soon. Hell yeah, brother. Let us do it. All right. This is a wonderful article from AV Club. Why Physical Media Still Matters in the Streaming Era by Cindy White. This was published last month, actually. I just came across it and I said, let's talk about this because this is quite interesting. Gone are the days when you could find everything you wanted on a single streaming service. With popular content now spread across multiple platforms, it's more difficult than ever to find your favorite shows and movies. You can't even be sure the titles you're watching today will be there tomorrow. We've run story after story after story about executives angering both creators and consumers by pulling content from streaming platforms or rescinding renewal offers, often with little or no advance notice. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little better. How does that look on your screen? Oh, that's way better. Gone are the days when you could find everything you wanted to watch on a single streaming service. With popular content now spread across multiple platforms, it's more difficult than ever to find your favorite shows and movies. You can't even be sure the titles you're watching today will be there tomorrow. Rerun story. Oh, wait, I already did that. Hold on. Oh, I see what it did. Sorry about that. Warner Brothers Discovery boss David Zaslav has been widely and rightly criticized for this cost-cutting strategy. But he's far from the only offender. And if things don't start looking up soon for streaming platforms, there may be more drastic cuts and consolidations in store. For consumers, there's not much reason to be optimistic when looking at the future of streaming. If we look to the past, though, there's a practical alternative. And now there's a list of stuff that I want to go through. I wish I could turn this off. Let me see. Is there... come on, get out of there. I'm not going to read the whole article, but I do want to go through they give, I think, like 5 reasons why physical media is important. And I think it's something that we can all agree with. Physical media is forever yours, number 1. While the latest wave of disappearing content is annoying, it's not exactly a new phenomenon. The titles come and go from streaming platforms on a monthly basis, and they have since the days when just Netflix and Prime Video dominated the scene. But what if you didn't have to worry about a movie leaving Netflix at the end of the month and decided to purchase a movie or a TV episode from a digital store like iTunes or Amazon? You still don't own it, although we wouldn't blame you for thinking that you did. The language explaining this can be purposefully vague. Technically, if you buy something digitally, you don't own it. It's weird shit. What you're actually purchasing is access to the film for as long as it's on the platform, which a lot of people don't know. Unless you download it to your own local storage device, which can be a complicated process if you're not tech savvy. The title can be pulled from the service and your account for any reason. Once it's gone, so is your access to that content. Local storage isn't the best solution either, as those files can be corrupted or lost from your hard drive if your hard drive is damaged. When you buy a DVD or a Blu-ray, on the other hand, they can't take that away from you. You can display your permanent collection for all to see. Those movies and shows will be yours for as long as you have a device to play them. And if your player does break, they're cheap to replace. Ooh, look at this. Arrival. Oh my fuck, I love this movie. Oh my god. Beautiful. Number 2, better picture and sound quality. In order to deliver shows and movies to their subscribers, streamers have to constantly send large amounts of data over long distances via the internet. To keep that stream moving at a watchable pace, they have to compress the information. Different streamers have different rates of compression, but they all do it to some extent. Some even charge a premium for HD and Ultra HD formats. Naturally, the amount of compression can greatly affect the picture quality. We touched upon that issue a bit in this article about why some shows are too dark to watch on your home screen. In a side-by-side comparison, the picture produced by a Blu-ray almost always looks better, than one from a streaming feed. You don't have to be an expert to tell the difference. The same is true for sound quality. Blu-rays are usually optimized for 7.1 sound environment, while streamers are limited to 5.1 at lower fidelity. Whatever you're watching is going to look and sound better on Blu-ray. In some cases, even the standard DVD picture looks better. Yikes, I haven't seen that. That's pretty bad. If a freaking DVD looks better than streaming sometimes, yikes. You can take it with you. We tend to take Wi-Fi and internet connectivity for granted nowadays, but there are still pockets of the country where fast connection is hard to come by, making streaming nearly impossible. This is an obvious case where physical media has the portability advantage, but it's not the only one. You can take your DVDs and Blu-rays with you anywhere if you have access to a player. Just pop it in and you're good. You can share them with friends at your house or theirs. You can even take them to another country if you have a region-free disc or a region-free player. Streaming services are still very regionalized, so even if you subscribe in your country of origin, there's no guarantee that any of the titles you're used to watching will be available internationally. Number 4, DVD and Blu-ray sales support artists. As Matt Damon once explained on the YouTube interview series Hot Ones, studios used to count on the profits they made from the DVD release long after film had left theaters. That second wave of revenue was built into movie budgets. Once streaming services became more popular, it changed the calculations and the types of movies Hollywood was willing to invest in. Artists also got a portion of the sales of physical media in the form of residuals. There are still residuals in streaming, but they're structured differently and have been a long-standing source of friction between unions and the platforms. As previously mentioned, streamers also have the discretion to remove titles at any time, depriving creators of residuals they might have gotten from future streams. Lastly, creators have taken issue with the way streamers have censored their work on their platforms. Once you put out a DVD or Blu-ray, though, it will exist in that form forever. Are these just ads, or are they just showing like cool stuff? I guess it's just images. Number 5, I believe this is the last one. Extras. Remember those? At the height of their popularity, DVDs and Blu-rays would often contain more than just the film. You get a hefty offering of extras and special features, including commentaries, deleted scenes, making of featurettes, blooper reels, and more. Some even had Easter eggs built into the menus. Over time, this kind of content has become less frequent as demand for DVD and Blu-rays has shrunk, but you'll still find these on most blockbuster releases. Some still come with cool cases or retailer-exclusive bonus content, which I'm pretty sure is happening for everybody. Let's not forget that big market shifts are usually driven by consumer behavior and demand. Although the studios would like us to believe they wield all the power, we have a choice in how we consume content. If you want to send a message to the streaming services, switch back to collecting physical media. Maybe with enough of us making a transition from streaming back to physical media, the industry will have to follow. And I believe that's the end of the article. Now, here's why this is interesting. Like I said, I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody watching right now most likely is a physical media collector, archivist, librarian, whatever you want to call it. This is why this article is interesting. This is the journalism industry calling out to film lovers and saying, guys, don't abandon physical media. I think it's a big deal. It's a big deal because there's been a ton of articles. Hey, DVD is dead. Long live Netflix or whatever. You hear shit like that happening all the time, or articles, people talking about like that. That's the new paradigm shift is coming. Forget physical media; it's dead. It's only streaming. Well, here we have an article, a recent one, saying, please support physical media if you love movies. That's what it's all about. It's a big deal. In my opinion, it's a huge deal. Let me hear what you guys have to say here. Skyla says, that's why I prefer to collect. That way I know I will have it forever. Very well said. Paul Conway says, with book burning, woke lunacy, physical media is extremely important. Did you guys hear? I was going to do this maybe I'll do it on Wednesday. They're rewriting Roald Dahl and Fleming. So they're rewriting the James Bond books to be less sexist or some shit. What the fuck, man? That's censorship. It's like the most censorshipy shit. Roald Dahl, fucking Willy Wonka? Are you kidding me? They're rewriting it to be more PC. What? I'm thinking of. I was like, what happens in Willy Wonka and shit like that needs to be rewritten to make it like. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but I find it shocking that stuff is happening. And stuff's being edited. Like, remember the whole Gone with the Wind controversy with the re-edits on that? Oh, man. That did not go over well. Paul Conway says, Blu-ray looks brighter than 4K as well. It does. I have noticed that. Lennon Hawk, what is up, my man? Might be a WGA strike over streaming residuals this year. Fingers crossed it doesn't come to that. I have heard that, and I heard that they're prepping for a strike. Won't really affect me, but I know that they'll affect a lot of people, friends that I know that make their living that way. Paul Conway says DVD is still the main seller at 60%. Absolutely, especially at Walmart. Most of the shit they put out is DVD. Roland says, I have been selling off a bunch of TV shows on Blu-ray just to make room for Criterion or VS or Severin stuff. I don't blame you. I don't see myself ever really rewatching TV stuff. I have a ton of that stuff, but I don't I don't go back to it after I watch a show. Even stuff I love, I don't have time for it. Justin says, I heard about the editing of Dahl and Fleming. It's disgusting. I agree. It's awful. It's awful. Censorship is gross. Scary times. Scary friggin' times, man. Buy up all those books. My son's reading Willy Wonka right now in school, and I'm pretty sure it's the regular version because I don't think those are available yet. Lennon Hogg says the Dahl estate backtracked and will keep the OG version in print along with they'll vandalize along with. So you can get, what are they going to call it? Piece of shit? And original? I mean, that's awful. And James Bond, I mean, I've read the Bond books. There's nothing in it. There's nothing. I can't even imagine. What would they cut out? There's nothing in it. Like, he doesn't, like, slap a girl around and go, you know, suck my genitals. You know, he doesn't say anything like that. Like, oh, man, I don't know. I really don't know. It's Skylar, I agree. Flabbergasted is the right word there. I'm going to close the poll here to see how people feel about the conspiracy. I'm going to end the poll and then see what people are saying about it. Is the VS conspiracy true? 58% say no. 41% said yes. That's pretty close. Out of 41 votes, that's fairly close, actually. I was not expecting it to be that tight. That's pretty tight. And you know what they say, the tighter, the better. Well, I'll keep following that story, see if anything shakes loose there. Stanton says, Matt Damon's best performance, Team America. Matt Damon. I agree. He was amazing in that. All right, let's play a game. Throughout the show going forward, we're going to do a trivia game. If you're watching live, you get to play. And you hung out here to the end, so you get to play. First person to get the answer gets a... What? Let me see. What can I do? There you go. I'll give you a funny meme clip. There we go. That'll be the prize. First person to get the answer right gets it. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I mean, this quote is probably going to get me demonetized. I'm going to do it for you. Before we wrap up the show, let's do it. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, if I had a dick, this is where I'd tell you to suck it. Let me repeat. This is from a movie. This is not me saying this, so nobody cut this out and use it as a meme or some shit. That's why I'm blocking my face, Tony. If I had a dick, this is where I'd tell you to suck it. What movie is it? Oh, shit, Jim. Fast. Lennon Hawk, close behind Lake Placid. Absolutely. Lake Placid. A masterpiece. Such a good movie. May to December says Willy Wonka. Oh, that's what they're going to cut out. That's what they're going to cut out. Yeah. Oh, Willy Wonka. Amazing. All right. Good job, Jim. Well played. You get one of these. Jim, I'm glad you're here because he's my favorite. Oh, yeah. Jim, well played, sir. Well played. Well, gang, we went a little bit over on the show. I hope you don't mind. I wanted to keep these fairly tight. I like using that word, and I'll use it again, to an hour. But sometimes we run over because we love to chat, and there is a ton to cover. 90 minutes is about right. Maybe I'll just move the show up to 90 minutes if you don't mind. Again, if you're new here, please join the party, pal. Don't be a stranger. Subscribe. I'm trying to get over 500 subscribers in less than a little over than a month. It might be impossible. It's gonna be a miracle, a YouTube miracle. And I'm gonna ask every time. I'm gonna need your help to make that happen. Cap'n, look at the thumbs up. If they're not at 100, join the 100 Club. Join the 100 Club. You have the power. You have the power to take fate in your hands and add one more thumbs up. Make it happen. I would be honored to have your thumb. You know what I mean. Picture in Picture says, tell your friends. Yes, please. Tell your friends. Spread the word all over the world. Make it happen. You're right, Lennon Hogg. David E. Kelly wrote that line. Amazing. All right, my friends. Let's call it a day. I'm going to let you go on with the rest of your Monday. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I love you very much. You guys mean the world to me. And I hope we get to do it again. I'll see you Wednesday for the next episode. Episode 10. We're hitting double digits already. Holy shit, that went fast. Episode 10 of Coffee with Chaos. Let's make that one the best ever, the biggest ever. Oh, no, the biggest ever was the Vinegar Syndrome one. But in terms of content, well, this one's pretty long too. Let's make them all bigger and better. Let's do that. I love you. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the flip flap. For now, signing off. Oh, wait. I'll do it the right way. Signing off for now. You guys rock. You rule. You roll. Peace out. Cheers.
Yeah. Y'all ready for this?